Hello from all of us here at KBS Symphony Orchestra. I'm very happy today to be able to sit down and chat with our conductor, Maestro Andres Orozco Estrada. Maestro, welcome.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Oh, thank you. I think I feel a little bit like sitting down with a superstar because, your time with Frankfurt, and I think during COVID it was like everything kind of shut down, but we had so many great videos from Frankfurt and you conducted. And so I'm really happy to meet
Thank
you
you
this
so
week.
much. I appreciate it.
We had a wonderful rehearsal. It was very nice to work with you. Your previous experiences in South Korea.
I have been in Seoul, but always on tour. So
Okay.
I think twice, once with my previous orchestra, the radio orchestra from Frankfurt, and also once with the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra. I remember also both times a very beautiful experience, not only the people in general, the city, the country, everything, but also in the concerts, the energy with the audience, with the public, very special. But so this is the really first time I debut in a Korean, South Korean orchestra, and I feel very honored, very happy to be here for the first time.
After working with you today, you have the perfect charisma for working with the youth, and I know that you're very active in education. And I heard that you spent a little bit of time at the art school in Korea. Tell us about that.
Exactly, yes. That was the last time when I was here on tour with the Vienna Philharmonic, and in between I had a little time. Someone came to me and invited me to go there and have a rehearsal with the student orchestra, and I was super enthusiastic and happy anyway. Maybe 2019 or something like that,
Okay.
I think it was it. I'm also teaching now in Vienna at the university, and so some of the people the other day came one to listen my lessons and show me the picture.
Oh, wow.
He did, or someone did a picture from us,
Okay.
from that rehearsal.
Oh, cool.
So it was very nice, and I had also a chat with the people there, get to know all this art school and how they work and all the talents all together. This was very beautiful, also very inspiring, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. This week's program, big program, giant program.
Yes.
Very thematic music. We have tone poem, we have a suite from an opera, a Berlioz overture, although maybe a standalone. Could you just introduce the program for us and
Sure.
how you chose this music for.
When you get an invitation, it's a little bit different as when you work with your own orchestra,
sure.
of course,
Okay,
because you have
sure,
your
yeah.
planning, you plan a season, you have different, of course,
Sure,
multiple concerts,
sure.
and you have to do like a bowing and thinking different styles and everything. When you go to an orchestra as a guest conductor, there are many things that are involved in this. It's not only me, the orchestra as well,
Sure,
with the repertoire the orchestra has been doing or not, the soloists, so many things. Just for the people as a curiosity, just to know that it's not
great.
only like, okay, this morning I woke up and I wanted to do this
Sure,
and this. No,
yeah.
it takes time, and so I remember we went through different programs, and at some point I mentioned, why not let's go into the Richard Strauss music, and they say yes, this could be a good option. What precisely? So Rosenkavalier Suite from the opera and the Don Juan, the symphonic poem, as you mentioned before, which I think is a very nice combination. It works very good together.
I want to talk about how this tone poem relates to the story of Don Juan, right? So it's inspired by Don Juan. I think we all know kind of Don Juan, Casanova character, but
Of course, there are different Don Juans in the history,
Yes.
and this one is based on one Austrian writer, and Lenau, and he wrote a Don Juan that is a little bit different. It's not necessarily 100% like the Spanish Don Juan.
okay.
It's all, of course, related. It's kind of the
Sure.
same in a way. The Strauss was inspired by this version,
Okay,
not the
Sure,
Spanish,
old
the
Spanish
in Sevilla,
story, yeah.
not the
Okay,
Mozart Don
yes.
Juan.
Okay,
kind
yeah.
of, which is a little bit different in that sense.
Okay.
So the Mozart Don Juan is like the original
Sure,
one in a
okay,
way,
that's
if
where
you
it
want.
came from.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And and this one is a little bit a new version of it.
okay.
It's a little bit more poetic, and of course describe the typical Don Juan, which is the one who many different love encounters and ladies. But what is interesting, I think, also here is a little bit more philosophical, existential approach.
Okay.
So it's not only like the fact of, he was like Casanova and meeting one after the other. Yes, of course, because that was the Don Juan
Sure,
anyway.
sure.
But it's also about the tragedy of this Don Juan. So that's how Strauss do it, in my opinion,
Oh, yeah.
more dramatic.
True. It
Exactly.
is depicted very well in the Strauss.
It is,
Yeah,
it is.
definitely. Rosenkavalier. So this is an opera. This is actually tom poems which depict something. This is staged. This is, this has libretto. And so maybe you could tell us just briefly thematic material from
exactly
from
what
the
it,
opera.
yeah, absolutely is what Richard Strauss wanted to compose an opera that is comic, that is funny, that is entertain the people. The suite opens with the original opening of the opera. It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
The first 20 bars is exactly, or 50 bars are exactly the same as the beginning of the opera, which already you see like this, a lot of emotions and like all this fireworks in a way, like full of energy. And then through the suite, we go. Also important in the story is like the love. Is not in different ways, and the one thing, and that's the name of the opera, the Rosenkavalier, is because one of the main character has to bring a rose to another one, and as a symbol or as a confirmation for the love, and as a request for getting to marry.
That gives us a lot of wonderful things to think about and a lot of wonderful context for our program. I'm very much looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great concert. Thanks, Maestro.
Sure, my pleasure. I'm very happy again, and I hope people will enjoy it and come to visit the concert. It's a wonderful orchestra. I just want to mention that. It's a pleasure to be here for the first time. Let's hope it's not the last time. And the perfect evening.
It's going to be great. It's a great
Yes.
week. Thanks so much.
Thank you. So my name is Andres Orozco Estrada. I'm conducting the KBS Orchestra this week, and I'm very happy. And the only thing I have to say is, please join us on the KBS channel on YouTube. It's fantastic. I was looking at it. It's amazing. You have to look at this. It's one of the best.